all, welcome to John's Bottle Making. Today we have the ship, the legend, the Titanic, issues 113 and 114. Yes, it's that time of the month again. Let's have a look at the instructions for 113. Okay, here we have issue 113, and coming in issue 114, port and starboard supports for the propeller shaft, collars, fixing plates and screws. Very excellent. And in the magazine, Titanic, last in the Olympic class, part 2. There we go, go through the magazine. There we go. Hospital ships, Titanic sunk, 50 lives lost. And a nurse relives her youth. There we go. And here we have bulwarks for the stern. This should be pretty straightforward. There's only 3 white pieces, bulwarks. Starboard, port and stern. There we go, AM and IM screws, and that's what it looks like. Excellent. There we have issue 114, but we'll do that next. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, here we have the parts. There's the AM and IM screws. There we go, those are the bulwarks. They are all metal, which is brilliant to know. That's fantastic, that. So that one and that one, there we go, and that one will go there like that. We need the AM and IM screws. We got the ship, I'll just get this into play. Okay, now we got the ship into place. That piece can go there like so, that piece will go there like that, and the final piece, the stern piece, will go just there like that. We need AM screws for this starboard side, and 3 for the port side, and 8 IM screws for the stern. So I'll just take them off for now in case they rattle when I put this starboard section in. A little bit of oil, get that middle one into play first. Brilliant. And then we can do that exactly the same on the port side. Wrong hole. You can see we've got all the things to attach onto here, there and there. That's probably the decking. Excellent. And now this last piece goes there just like that. That's the stern section, and we just need 2 of these flying screws. There we go. Now if it doesn't go in first time, just draw it back out, let some oil flow into that screw hole, and then re-screw. Sometimes it can go in on an angle, so just be careful. There we go, excellent, that's looking brilliant. There we go, that's from above. Lovely jubbly. There we go, lovely shot from the stern. That looks brilliant. Excellent stuff, that looks really lovely. Let's move on to issue 114. Okay, issue 114, let's have a look what's coming in issue 115. There we go, remote control. Front of the remote control, telegraph base and legend, disc spring and pins. And then in the magazine, Alexis Carrel, skilled medical tailor. Medical school. Oh, last one was nurses, this one was medical school. And in the instructions we have supports for the propeller shafts. Alright, so port shaft support, 3 collars, central fixing plate, starboard shaft support, stern fixing plate, small fixing plate, AM, AP and MP screws. And there we go, so we take them central pieces out. We can take the propeller shafts off. I've not put my blades on as yet. They're not glued into place at all. And then we can pop the engine into place. There's a series of screws, AP and AM screws, and then we can put these collars on. Yep, take the two supports for the propeller shafts. There we go. And replace those brackets with newer brackets. There we go. Them two at least. There we go. Then pop the propeller shafts in. We put the collars on. Make sure you get the collars correct. There we go. Here's the right way and the wrong way to do it. There we go. That's the correct way to do it. For that middle one. And then we can test it. Excellent. Now I know mine is working anyway, so as long as I don't mess up, it'll carry on working. Brilliant. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Here we have the parts. There we go, those are the parts. These are plastic. That's port, that's starboard. These are new, and those are the collars. So now we need the engine. Here we have the engine. So first thing we need to do is remove that and that bracket. There we go, that's them removed. Doesn't say why we're changing them, but I suppose it doesn't really matter now. Right, it says not to get the shafts mixed up, so just place them in order away from yourself. There we go, excellent. Now we need the ship back. Okay, now we got the ship back. We have, like I said before, 9 screws. Pop that in at an angle like that. There we go, brilliant. And there's 1, 2, 3 screws there, 1, 2, 3 there, and 1, 2, 3 there. Excellent. So the first 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all AM screws, and the last 3 are AP screws because they go into that plastic piece of the hull. So we'll get the first AM screws in. I'll just fish that wire just through there at the moment. Doesn't tell you exactly where to put that wire just yet, but so obviously we'll need it for when we test it. Okay, let's get the first screw in. I'm going to do this one first. There we go, that's nice and bunny. So I know now they're all lined up, so it's just a matter of get the other 5 in. One, 2, 3 AP screws. Excellent. So that's the engines nicely secured. A little bit dusty, I'll have to clean that. Now it might be a good idea at this point to actually check the function of the engines. I've just popped that propeller shaft in because obviously the other 2 are working. As you can see now. No, all 3 are working. Brilliant. Right, now we can carry on. Okay, now it's time to fit these propeller shaft supports. This one goes on this side. I'll show you here. There we go. Pop it through them 2 holes. Just like that. We'll screw that in a minute. Excellent. And this one goes through here. Just there like that. We'll capture that in a minute with these other brackets. Now we need this little bracket. There's a groove there, so that will face down. That's to replace 39I. Now we fix that in place with 2 AP screws. There we go, excellent. Now we need a 114C, which is this bracket. That goes over here. Should capture. There we go. There are 2 little pegs, one there, which will go into that hole and that hole there, capturing that. So just make sure we get them into place, and then we can screw it down with AP screws. I don't think that is going to be that easy. Let me get a better shot. Okay, now, to make this easier, because these two shaft supports are on an angle, is to do this back bracket first. So if you can just balance that back bracket like that. Again, it has two pegs there for them two holes. Pop that into place just there, and we can screw that in place with two AP screws. That will keep them propeller shaft supports steady and they're not moving around, and make it a lot easier. I'm going to get this first screw into place. We need 4 AP screws for this. There we go. That's nice. Now the other one should be a breeze. Okay, now to get this bracket in, for this one, again, there are 2 location pegs, one here, for there and there. Now you try and put it in that way, and it doesn't line up straight away because it's plastic. There's a bit of movement in it, so the best thing I found, pop that one in first, twist that around, bring it around to the other side, push this port shaft in, there we go, and that captures them both just like that. And if necessary, loosen these screws. But 1, 2, 3, 4 AP screws we need for that now. That is quite fiddly, so watch out. There we go, excellent. So that's everything in place. There we go, and that is the stern section of the shaft. Right, let's see if we can get these shafts in place now. Okay, first shaft we'll put in place on the port side. Pop that through the shaft. Should come through there. There we go. Now we need one of these collars. So we'll pop the collar on. Hold that with my tweezers. Pop that down there, hopefully. Does it fit? Is it a tight squeeze? It certainly is. There we go, that should be through. And then it's just a case of get the shaft into place. Yeah, that's in place. Just check that. There we go. That seems to be working fine. So pop that shaft back in there, and now we need an MP screw into that collar. Let's get the screw into place. There we go. You can see that collar going round now. A little bit fiddly getting the screw in. Now let's get the others in. We'll do the centre one now. Put that through here. Through there. This one should be easier. But we need the collar at this end. Okay, now I've zoomed in a little bit more. Let's see if we can get this collar onto that shaft. It's there. We can get the shaft into place. There we go. Push the collar back because it needs to be over here, not there. And we'll get an MP screw in place. There we go, there's the collar. Let's pop the screw down. I have to support it with my finger, otherwise it just goes round and round, obviously. Make sure the propeller shaft is all the way through, which it is. There we go. Now we can test this again. There we go, that's 2 of the shafts. Now we need the last one through. Make sure we get the right end. Yeah, both the same anyway. Put that through there, that through there. Again, we put the collar on. hopefully to go on nice and bonny and not be awkward. Hold that there, yeah, a bit more room on this side, and then it's just a matter of turning the propeller shaft around until it engages into here. And you see how that collar's fallen down. Now have to turn that, get the screw in. There we go. Now I need to alter this again. Right, that should be a good enough angle. Get this MP screw in. Oops, so there's it. Turn it slowly but surely. Excellent. That should be nicely in place. Let's check it again. There we go. That's all three propeller shafts in place and turning great. Not as much engine noise this time either. Excellent stuff. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. That's the blades on. They're not glued into place yet, but I will glue them obviously. Won't be surprised if one falls off me. Excellent stuff. So there we go, folks. That is the most difficult bracket to put in. I put that one on first, obviously, as you've seen. To get that one in, I just popped the peg in first onto that side. That way, twist it and then twist it around, turn it round and pop it into this one. You just have to hold propeller shaft support. Yeah, press the support, because obviously you're trying to do that bracket first, it's going to be very, very difficult. So like I said, that one first, then that one, put that one in with it lengthways and then just turn it round once you've got the peg in. To get this other peg in, just press shaft support the side of the ship and then it will all snap into place. Lovely jubbly. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. There's those bulwark sections, port, starboard and stern, and the blades in place. I haven't glued them yet, I will do, but I'll do that later. Excellent. Those engines are working fantastic. Can be a little bit fiddly, as you saw, with one of the brackets, which is at 114C. Yeah, don't try and do that. The instructions, I think, tell you to do that one first. Yeah, but that could be the most difficult one actually. So I do 114E first, which is the back end one, and once you've got that in, it gives some stability, them two supports. And to get the other bracket in, like I said, one of the location pegs in to one shaft support, turn it around, pop it into the other shaft support, keeping the support pressed into the hull of the ship, and then once you dropped it in place, those location pegs will hold it then. Well, that's excellent. Yeah, everything's looking hunky-dory. And if you ever wondered what I did with the Iron Man power bank, there it is. Powers this up nicely. Excellent stuff. Brilliant. Anyway, that's issues 113, 114 complete. 115, 116 are the remote control. So I'll combine them into one video. Hopefully that will be the remote control complete. I've not looked at the instructions yet, but anyway, there we go. I'll see you soon for 115, 116. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.